Healthy Mommy and I have just arrived at the cottage. If you know, you know. This is our 16th summer here, and we decided that we wanted to get here. It's the 4th of July today. We decided that we wanted to get here in time for lunch. So I brought my lunch with me because by the time you get somewhere and you unpack and all the things, it's way too late to start making lunch. So we actually both brought our lunch with me. I brought, and let me also say, we're having an Indian feast tonight. And I know normally people would say that Healthy Mom is excited about that. Well, I want to save my appetite. We're gonna have this big feast tonight, so I'm gonna eat lighter during the day. Terrible, terrible idea, because then your hunger builds up so much over the course of the day that by the time you get to dinner, you're so hungry that you cannot even taste the food, and we want to be able to actually enjoy the food. So we have hearty lunches. I actually don't know what Healthy Mommy has, but I have tofu, zucchini, summer squash. This was all oven roasted. Made this before I came down, made it this morning and put it away. And then I have roasted pumpkin. I'm gonna show you the seasoning that I use for the tofu. It is this no salt blend that I got on Amazon. It's pretty good. I just cube up the tofu, cover it in this, and then I put it in my Wonder Oven and air fry it until it's crispy, but you can use any regular oven. So we are gonna plate this up. It's 1 o'clock right now. Normally I would like to eat a little bit earlier, but this was the earliest that we could have gotten here. So I'm gonna enjoy this so that hunger does not become a runaway train and we can actually enjoy our feast tonight. Mom, are you gonna eat up here or are you gonna go down there? Really? There's a water issue? I was actually planning on going in. What's the issue with the water?
There's a little bread, pecan and cinnamon butter that I bought, and that French jelly.
Healthy Mommy has Ezekiel cinnamon raisin bread, was it pistachio, pecan? We went to the farmer's market, as you saw in an earlier vlog, and she got pecan cinnamon nut butter. And then what's the jelly? Is it some special jelly or is it just normal jelly? Nice. But Healthy Mommy's excited to have a slim week with me, she says. She always loses weight when we're on vacation with me. Yum. It'd be so nice if the deck out here had an awning or an umbrella. That would be amazing. That's a pretty color on you. I think that's your color palette.
I got this in.
We are sitting down here today to talk to you about cellulite. Kendall Jenner has cellulite. How can this be? She's a toothpick. She has no body fat. Because cellulite is actually not as much a body fat issue as it is a connective tissue issue.
Okay.
And I sort of think of it like it's a wrinkled t-shirt. When the t-shirt is wrinkly, it's not that you need less t-shirt. It's that you need an iron to iron it all out and smooth it out. When your connective tissue and your fascia is super tight, it gives that appearance of cellulite. I was talking to a woman literally last week, a client of mine. She goes, even when I was thin as a rail, I always had cellulite. And it's because of that connective tissue. Your fascia is so tight, your shirt is wrinkled. So there are certain products that can help with ironing out the shirt so that the appearance of cellulite is less apparent. And the best part about this product, it's a topical product. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee. I literally said to my client, I said, buy it. If your cellulite doesn't get better, then return it and you get all of your money back. So there's no risk. Right. It is the Renew Body Sculptor. Here's what mine looks like because I just got a brand new one. Here's what Healthy Mommy's looks like because she loves using it. So just, I want a completely honest experience. We might not even be talking about cellulite with you. I know that you like to use it on your arms.
Yeah.
So 100% honest about how you feel about it and the effects that you've seen, because you did send me a text the first time you used it.
I did. I started using it and was excited to use it before Emily's wedding because I was wearing a sleeveless dress. And even though I did try to tone my arms as much as I could, still, when you get to be my age, right here, still looks crepey, I would say. And when I put it on for the first time, I thought, really? Seriously? So much so that I put it on my face. So it really has worked for me. And also I would say knees, now that it's summertime, when you get to be my age, that area from your knees to your middle of your thighs can also get that texture.
Yeah, so whatever part of you think has that wrinkly t-shirt feel, it'll help with loosening the fascia. And also if you have body aches and pains.
I've heard that as well.
It helps with loosening the fascia as well.
Yeah, it's a great, great product.
So you can use the discount code Emmy and get 10% off. And like I said, 60-day money back guarantee. Try it, and if it doesn't work, you get your all of your money back.
Right.
So
I think you'll love it.
yeah. And thank you to KPS for sponsoring today's
Thank
vlog.
You, KPS.
Mom, I press record and then the fireworks start going. This, you know what? This is God saying, remember that deal we made for the wedding weather? Indian food haul time. If you eat a plant-based diet and you live in Connecticut, you absolutely must go to this place. And if you don't live in Connecticut, travel, honey. This restaurant, not only will they make me Indian food that has no oil, no butter, no salt, no ghee, but my car just broke down at the Indian restaurant when I was going to pick this up. They called a tow truck for me. They offered to drive me home. They hook it up. And shout out to Darbar India. They'll be tagged for this vegan oil-free food and for saving me when my car just broke down. Shout out to my Uber driver, Nick, who just drove me home with all of this Indian food, whose car now smells like Indian food. We're about 2 hours past supper time because of the car situation. So I'm hungry. Banyan Bharta, this is eggplant with peas. Vegetable biryani. Honey, it's rice with mixed vegetables. It's just fabulosity. Aloo gobi, so this is potatoes and cauliflower. Chana masala, chickpeas in a tomato situation. Mixed veg, I got 2 of these because I just can't get enough. And I think I got 2 banyan bhartas. And then rice. So let's plate it up. First you take the mallow. It actually is the 4th of July. And I'm having Indian food. Rice, chana masala, mixed veg. Oh, no. This is sag mushroom. So this is spinach, sag mushroom, spinach, mushroom, chickpeas is last on the, oh no, we haven't done my, okay. Aloo gobi, yes sir. And then banyan bharta, yes, yes, yes. I would like to thank God, I would like to thank the Academy, I would like to thank Darbar India, I would like to thank Nick, my Uber driver, I would like to thank the tow truck, AAA, everything that went into this happening tonight. Indian food haul, happy 4th of July. All right, Mom, you wanna plate yours up? So obviously the car is very unfortunate.
Very.
And I don't want you to think I don't care because it is weighing on me so heavily.
Yeah.
But should we just like move on for tonight?
Oh, 1000%.
Okay.
We have to move on. Otherwise, we'll just wallow in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll move on for tonight,
Yeah.
and then we'll call. Well, I have to hear from Manju that it made it there okay.
Okay.
And then we call on Monday, and that's all we can do.
That's that. A sign.
God works in funny ways.
Yep.
I was talking to my Uber driver, and he was thinking about leaving his job, and so I told him the story about how I left my job, and I said, well, you know what, maybe I was supposed to be in this Uber
Right.
so that you leave your job.
Yep.
And
Do you need a beverage? Need anything to drink, or you got your tea? These people have ringside seats down the beach. I love them. Okay. Might heat mine up as well.
I just want to say one thing to the camera while it's recording, because it was on my mind.
Yep.
I'm the type of person where when something stressful happens, I cannot eat. And the old me, if this happened, I would have been like, I can't.
Shut down.
Yes, I can't eat this.
Yeah.
Like, forget about this. I'm just going to bed.
Yep.
And so I want to say to the camera, for most people, it's the opposite, like emotional eating, overeating, binge eating. So for you, when something stressful happens, fueling yourself is a non-negotiable. You have to fuel yourself. And that's what I wanted to say. Okay, so we're starting out with oats. Oats are a great source of complex carbohydrates to give you sustained energy through the morning and actually keep you full until lunch because they have beta-glucan, a special type of soluble fiber that helps keep you full. 3/4 of a cup, 3/4 of a cup of water. We let that sit for about 10 or 15 minutes. Now we're gonna add in a tablespoon of this nut seed raisin mixture. Hemp seeds, which are a complete protein, meaning they have all 9 essential amino acids. Also a great source of iron, zinc, magnesium, and phosphorus. Pumpkin seeds, which are a great source of magnesium and zinc. Almonds, which are a great source of vitamin E, which is actually hard to get. That's a sneaky vitamin. We also have raisins for sweetness. Something else for sweetness that we don't have is wild blueberries. Normally a bunch of frozen wild blueberries would make their way in here. But we are stranded, we are rationing what we have. So we're gonna use our imagination for that. We have some protein powder, in it goes. Next we have some Ceylon cinnamon, organic. It's shown that cinnamon may help with improving blood sugar after meals and with improving insulin sensitivity. So if you're diabetic, add cinnamon to your carbs. Now normally, we would also be adding in, we're gonna use our imagination for this one. We normally would have shredded carrots that would go in here as well. And it would make it just this beautiful purple, orange, vibrant concoction. But the automobile gods said you will starve today. So I'm gonna walk to the grocery store now so that my mom's breakfast will look better tomorrow. By the way, this is breakfast for my mom. I am not 66, I am 31. Are we missing anything besides the obvious? Brazil nuts. This is how you get in your selenium. One Brazil nut. You don't want to overdo it because you can actually get selenium poisoning. Not to scare you, not making any claims, but there is too much of a good thing. One Brazil nut for selenium.
Funny is, of course, nuts were a huge dessert when I was growing up at holidays.
Yeah,
You know?
and there's a reason for that. Okay, I'm gonna make a list for the grocery store. So we have to consider what we want because it's gonna rain tomorrow and the next day. So I probably won't be able to run to the grocery store on those days and carry groceries back. So let's consider what we want on those days. So today, for lunch, we have enough for Indian leftovers for lunch. For dinner, I can make the pasta. What kind of veggie do you want with your pasta? It's like a, I also brought McDougall soup for you. For dinner, I have this protein bonza pasta, and then I have Credo roasted garlic Alfredo sauce. So what kind of a veggie do you want with this? Mushrooms and broccoli, okay. Okay, so Sunday's taken care of. Monday, we need blueberries for your oatmeal. Carrots, do you want shredded? For lunch, split pea. I think I have potatoes, split pea potatoes. And then do you want like a veggie with it? Or I have tofu. Would you mix in like frozen veggies? What would you, just this and potatoes? Okay.
Was a restaurant depot down?
Yeah. Monday. Okay, then I think after that, I just should get whatever veggies I desire because we have rice, I have sweet potatoes, I have tofu, and then there's hummus, and we can just make like bowls.
Right.
There's the kava dressing.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna get a bunch of veg, and that should carry us through Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday is when the girls come.
Right, ourselves.
Okay, we've got a plan. Let's see what's going on there. I'll probably run there now.
And of course, I purposely left the shopping bags in the car.
I brought my shopping bags in. And I can also go back later today. I can do 2 trips. All right, guys, so I am walking to the grocery store now. I had grand plans for today. I was gonna take the car, I was gonna go get all of these groceries, and I was gonna go to a discount place so we could save money, and I was gonna bulk buy. I had grand plans. I had absolutely grand plans. And God had other plans. So the car broke down yesterday. You saw like a little bit of it, but basically what happened was this. I drove 30 minutes to pick up the Indian food, picked up the Indian food, was backing out of my parking space. This is my mom's car, by the way. We have one car. We are in Connecticut right now, and I live in Boston. We live in Massachusetts, so we're nowhere near home right now. We have one car. I took it to get the Indian food. I drove there, no problem, 30 minutes away. Pick up the Indian food, get back in the car, put the car into reverse, and then put the car into drive, and the car won't go into drive. It's in neutral and it's rolling backwards. So I put my foot on the brake, I try to put it in park, it's making this loud noise, it keeps rolling backwards. I turn the car off and it's continuing to roll backwards, so I have to put my foot on the brake. So I put the e-brake on. We had to call AAA, a tow truck had to come. I had to Uber, it was crazy. I Ubered back to the cottage, I basically get back and they need the car key in order to tow the car. So I had to Uber 30 minutes back to give them the car key, then Uber back again. So I had 3 Uber rides, and I left the house at 5 o'clock to go get dinner, and we didn't eat dinner until 8 o'clock. So it was crazy, but here I am now. All of this to say, these things are gonna happen, like life is gonna happen, and then it just comes down to whether or not you're gonna use this as an excuse to go off plan. And I just simply don't go off plan. Like, it just doesn't happen. You heard me say last night that I am the type of person, actually, when I'm stressed, my appetite shuts down. Some people, it turns into stress eating. Whatever it is, none of those can be an excuse for fueling yourself properly. Fueling yourself properly is a non-negotiable. And when things like this happen, you need self-care more than ever. So going and eating junk is not going to solve the fact that the car is not working right now. Those are 2 separate things. The car, we are taking 1 step at a time. We'll see what happens there. And we just have to fuel ourselves properly. So I'm walking to the grocery store. You can make it work. There's a Teddy Roosevelt quote, do what you can with what you have where you are. And so I'm making do. I'm walking to the grocery store, getting my groceries. When you can't move forward, here's a quote from my dad, when you can't move forward, move sideways. So we're making it work. It was 100 degrees and now it's 60 degrees, literally. That's why I have a fleece on. And the rain has come in, but it's all right. We're not letting it get us down. Our plan for meals is to follow our plate builder. So if you don't have your plate builder yet, you can get it for free. It's going to tell you exactly how to split up your plate. And then when I went to the grocery store, I'm just looking for foods that fulfill each section of the plate so that we can build KISS meals. So if you want to eat like us, make sure that you get your plate builder. This is what it looks like. You fill out what your goals are, what your body type is, what your weight is, your height is, your age, and it will tell you how to build your plate. And we're keeping it so simple this week. Just got back. Yeah. Huh?
Just finished the book.
Yeah. Are you in a depression now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna record what we got for groceries. We are going to be following our plate builder all week. So you can comment plate builder and I will send it to you so that you can get your personalized plate builder and eat along with us. But we are going to follow this for the entire week while we're on vacation. And I still was able to fulfill everything for the plate builder, which is why I love the plate builder, because it is so flexible. So starting out with the first section, which is starch, my Shayla's, my Japanese sweet potatoes. I brought regular potatoes, and I believe those are in the car, which has been towed to the mechanic. So we don't have those right now, but we do have protein pasta. Healthy Mummy is a big pasta gal, so we got that. I also have kabocha squash. I forgot for my starches, we also had corn. That's a starch. Oh my gosh, you guys, I forgot we have another starch. Rice, we have leftover rice. The next section of the plate builder is vegetables. Zucchini, summer squash, mushrooms, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, broccoli, stir fry mix, peppers and onions. Nope, just peppers. The next section of the plate builder is protein. Edamame, tofu, 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 tofu. Healthy Mummy also hooked it up. She brought some oil-free dressings. I sent her on a mission to Whole Foods before we left. She got the no oil Cindy's Kitchen avocado vinaigrette and the no oil Cindy's Kitchen fig balsamic vinaigrette. No oil kava lemon herb tahini. This is the stuff. And kava no oil hummus. So whoever sabotaged our Jeep to break down so that I couldn't go grocery shopping this morning the way I envisioned it, nice try. You can't get us down, because we have our plate builder. Just made up a little snack for Healthy Mummy. I asked her if she wanted a drink or anything, and she said, well, could I get some fruit? And I said, absolutely. So we've got a Honeycrisp apple and then a couple of kiwi. So I just baked up a bunch of sweet potatoes. I put the oven at 375, and then I put them directly on the oven rack, and I put tin foil below because it will leak. Usually I don't use tin foil because it's toxic, so usually I don't use it, but And when you're on vacation, you do make some compromises. So on a lower rack, you put the tin foil so that it catches all the goo and the juices. And I just put a little tiny hole in the top of them so that they didn't explode, but wash them, put a little tiny hole in the top. You also could cut off the ends, but I was honestly just feeling lazy. Threw them in the oven, and they were in there for about an hour. We are having some girls over tomorrow in sweet potatoes. I'm gonna do a build your own sweet potato bar situation. Sweet potatoes are best when they've been in the fridge for a day. That's when it forms resistant starch, also called retrograde starch, and they get sweeter and gooier and more caramelized. So I really never eat sweet potatoes same day. So these are gonna go in the fridge now so that for tomorrow they are so delicious and ready to go. And then on top of the potatoes, these are all the toppings that I'll have to choose from. So you can either put on some avocado vinaigrette, fig balsamic, lemon herb tahini, some hummus, some of the Credo oat milk queso. If you're not familiar, this is amazing. It's oil-free and it's just so, so good. So you can put any of these on top, and then I'm gonna have a bunch of veggies that you can put on top as well. Also did want to show these because Bonza sent me these. So this is our first time trying them out. Mom, how did you like the protein pasta?
It's funny, I was eating it last night and I forgot.
Oh my gosh, Mom just said that she didn't even realize that it was a protein pasta because you know what? It's wheat and protein. So it's not just like chickpea. It still has gluten in it. So let's see. This whole box is 22 times 6, so that's 132, I think. That's just quick mental math. Wow, is that legit? 132 grams of protein in this entire box? That's crazy. So there's the penne. I can't remember what Mom had last night. The fusilli, is that what that's how you say the twisty one? And then there's the elbows. But wow, that's actually an extraordinary amount of protein. But this is really good if you are using the plate builder. This is like a bank to, feed two birds with one stone. You get the protein and you get the starch because it is still made from wheat. Like there's still a good amount of carbs in here as well. Yeah, like you get plenty of carbs, but you also get a ton of protein. And Mom said that she really liked it. So if you made it to this point of the video, I want you to comment an emoji that is associated with summer. So like an ocean or a fish or a sun, watermelon. It's gonna be a very pretty comment section. I love you, honeys. We'll see you in our next vlog. Mwah.